What is going on, people? Day number 5 of the 31 Days Half October series. For those of you who don't know what it is, who haven't seen the past 4 videos, right after this one, go check those out. Anyway, it's my series where I'm doing 31 horror movie reviews in 31 days. I'm not the only person doing it. There's a whole bunch of people doing it. So after you're done with this video, check the description because I have everybody else's link who are doing something along the lines of a 31 days. So if you don't see a movie that you wanted to see from my reviews, there's a whole bunch of people doing reviews, so you can maybe see a movie there. You know, everybody enjoys watching horror movies during October, during the Halloween season. Everybody loves watching horror movies, so that's why we do this 31 horror movie reviews in 31 days. I do a little bit different. I call it a little bit different than some people. Some people call it 31 Days of Horror. Some people call it 31 Days of Halloween. I call mine the 31 Days Half October series. I also do it a little bit different. I do more independent titles, and I do them in alphabetical order. Some people do it, you know, the old school classics, the black and white movies, you know, random stuff. Like I said, I do more independent titles, and I do it alphabetically. Before I get into the review, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed this review, and of course hit that bell button so you know when I upload more stuff. But this month you're not going to have to worry about it because I'm going to do a review a day. Anyway, today's letter is E, and the movie I chose was Even Lambs Have Teeth. This movie actually came out, I believe, in 2015. It finally got a Blu-ray release this year, and I was excited because I remember seeing trailers a while ago and never finding it, and then it finally was released earlier this year. Anyway, the movie was written and directed by Terry Miles. It stars Kirsten, Zien, Tiera, Skovbye. Horrible with names, so I definitely messed that one up. Darren, Mann, among many others. So pretty much what this movie is about is there's these 2 girls. Now let me get their names right. Sloane and Katie. And pretty much they want to go on a trip to New York City. And to make money, they decide to answer this ad in the newspaper about going to this farm and helping out with, you know, cleaning. It's more of a, not even a farm. It's one of those, like, newer, high-tech, one of those where they, what do you want to call it? The plant in water. I forget exactly. It's like a water plant kind of deal. So pretty much what they want to do to raise money is go there, work there for the summer, make the money, and then go to New York City. So anyway, they end up going by themselves. The mothers are like, hey, you want us to go with you? And they're like, no, we'll go. So they end up going into the town that they're supposed to go. They want to get something to eat because I guess it's a little too early. They run into 2 guys there, and pretty much, you know, one of them is like, let's keep our mind on track. The other one is like, hey, listen, you know, these 2 guys are offering, you know, to bring us, they know exactly where this place is. They're offering, how about you know, let's just go with these guys instead. So they, you know, go with the guys. Little do they know that these 2 are a part of a family that, let's just say, aren't the greatest of people. And they pretty much get kidnapped and used in some not so good ways. Not only is it this family that does it, but the whole town is pretty much has this whole slew of kidnapping girls and using them for said reasons. You find out that this whole scheme, this whole plot, this whole, you know, news article or whatever was a whole ruse, and pretty much it's just luring girls to this town to pretty much get used and abused. Well, towards the end of the movie, these 2, you know, they're not just going to lay down and let it happen to them. They find a way to get out, and let's just say the end of the movie is them getting their revenge on these people who are doing such things to them. So it is pretty much a revenge type movie. Towards the end, it gets very gory, like I said, getting out of the place and finding who is behind this whole situation, because they find ways, or they find the people that they need to end this, so not what happens to them doesn't happen to any other girls that might be trying to answer this ad, or whatever you want to call it. It's very intense. It's one of those like rape revenge kind of movies where, the girls get, bad stuff happen to them, but they end up, pulling themselves out of the badness. And then that's definitely not the word I was looking for, but they pull themselves out and they go and, meet their attackers head on. Like I said, I saw the trailer for this for a long time, and then I'm like, it has to have a release, and it never had a release, and then they finally put this movie out on Blu-ray. So what I'm going to do, like I always do in all my reviews, I will, put the IMDb information. I'll put the trailer so you can check out the trailer, and I'll put the Amazon link. I believe it's still on Amazon, where you can purchase the movie. Also in the description, I'll put everybody else who's doing this 31 days. Because like I said, there's a whole bunch of people. So maybe if you don't want to watch this movie or the other movies I reviewed, maybe you'll want to watch something that someone else is doing. And of course, I'll put all my other social media pages in the description as well. I got a Facebook fan page, I got a Twitter, I got a Instagram where I show off the movies behind me. I'm part of the Dorkening. I got a whole bunch of stuff, so just check the description and you'll find everything you need to know. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Day number 5, the 31 days of half October, and I guess until tomorrow, I will see you guys.